back now, sure dog.
The Mercury's come a long way.
Holy chop top!
It was definitely a can of worms.
There's no shortage of issues, means.
That's dirt from hell. Now the real work begins.
So it's like a little puzzle. We have to cut and move everything. I ain't even playing, sure dog. I ain't playing.
Give it all you got.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Cold-blooded.
Well, cold-blooded. Almost every inch of this thing's going to have to be squared up, straightened out, banged on, slapped around. You name it, we're going to do it. Now it's starting to look like a car. That's cold-blooded, man. I'm Joe Mark. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Well, let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection. Doing good. You're good.
Nice.
We got a good customer, Bernie, that brought us this 50 Mercury. It's in need of a major overhaul.
Black Beauty.
This thing's got bad styling, bad mods, bad work done over the years.
You don't like that trim that's on this car?
Shorty, how you say no in Spanish, man?
No.
No. Basically, they just stripped this down to bare metal, and we're modernizing it from the ground up.
Black Beauty, no more.
Unfortunately, we uncovered a lot of rust when we sandblasted this car.
You got a little bit of mess on it. Oh, my God.
And it's got to be addressed. It's got to be fixed.
Yeah, it's all rounded up, man.
This car has definitely been a struggle.
Just took off a layer of skin, son.
We've added a trick new modern frame to this thing. In order to do that, we had to cut the floors out. Got rid of a lot of layers of ugly.
There ain't no turning back now, show dog.
The biggest modification on this project was the top shot.
Holy chop top!
Now the real work begins.
Right now, show dog.
Progress has been coming along great. Well, I'll tell you one thing, we chopped the ugly out of that son of a bitch. Took a total of 3 inches out and gave it just a slight rake in the back.
That was the easy part. Now you gotta put it back together.
Yeah?
Yeah. Call me when it's done.
So you can do some body work, dog?
So now we're in the process now, just kind of moving the pillars in. Cut it here, where everything has a nice seamless flow to it. Let that come in.
Yeah.
And then we need to relieve this too. You know, it's been kind of a test, really. None of us have chopped a Merc. We chopped other cars, but not a Merc. So, man, we're pretty stoked how it came out.
So one of the two has to move.
It's got to come forward.
Yeah. Well, you know, typically when you do a chop top, the whole thing's got to move forward. And obviously these things are not going to line up, the pillars. So it's like a little puzzle. We have to cut and move everything. So the end result will be kind of like it was from the factory, but lower.
So all this was moved forward, so we can see we took exactly 2 inches out here, cut it, sectioned it, and actually moved it back to join the original position of the B pillar. So now we're just getting everything joined back up. Put your stinging britches on real quick. Let me hit it back on the backside. Once you start welding and you start getting things hot, you know, we're gonna go back and make sure everything's really sturdy and in place. Damn, man.
You digging it?
Check the measurements 3 or 4 times, make sure everything's cool as we weld. That's right on, Mike. We don't want any distortion. And we want the glass going back in seamlessly, so we still got a long way to go.
That's pretty good, Jordy. It's not too tall, though?
I don't think so, that's it.
Everything's laying down nice, just like we wanted it. It doesn't make it go away any quicker, though, is the thing. I mean, you still have to fabricate and weld it all up, so it's going to be a long night and a long few days. But we're going to stay at it till we get it all locked down.
You always know when Ernie shows up, because you hear him.
What's one hell of an entrance?
How you doing, darling?
How are you doing?
Good, Shane.
What's up, man? I'm good.
Good. I want to come out for and see if you guys still have that Mercury frame and motor.
We might,
Apparently, he's interested in the 50 Merc rolling chassis.
which is good, because we're interested in selling it. It's right over here in the storage. You want to take a look at it?
You want to drive around there?
That'd be easier.
Especially in this thing. The frame is left over.
The frame, the motor, the trannies.
So instead of taking up real estate here, we can sell it.
Why not recoup the funds?
Now remember, you got Mama's baby boy back here. just getting a ride over to the RV storage to be so eventful. Ernie, it's right over here.
Tucked away.
All right.
We're ready and waiting. Small block, 700R tranny,
Yeah.
Camaro front clip. It's all here, Ernie. It's just waiting for your body.
It's what I'm looking for.
Well, let's make it yours.
What do you think you're going to get for it?
Man, for you, Ernie, I have to be strategic.
Yes, sir.
I have to think about this.
We know how to
Don't
deal.
think too long.
Well,
I met Ernie a long time ago, so I know he drives a hard bargain.
let's start at 8,500.
8,500.
I wouldn't expect any other response.
Right.
That's a start.
Yeah, really it is.
Ernie, he just doesn't give a flip. I mean, he'll walk away from a deal faster than you could even, I mean, your head will spin.
What
do you think?
If you do 6,500 cash, I'll take it off your hands.
That's not a bad. Let's do this. Let's make it an even lucky number 7.
Let's just go 6,500 or 7 and flip a coin
Let's
for
do
the
it.
500.
I'll take my chances.
Isn't that them on that other show?
You want to do that?
You call.
God,
You call.
yes, I'll do it.
Seven,
Call it in there.
7
Okay.
we win 65.
God dang.
Hey, it backfired on him.
Yes, it did. Your coin, your flip.
Nice, Ernie. Thank you. Thank you for the extra 5.
7 it is.
Of course, I was trying to save every nickel I could get, you know, but I like the frame. It'll work perfect for what I'm doing, and I'm a happy camper. Appreciate it.
Guess what? I have a feeling we're
We
going to get a ride
appreciate it. The extra 500. What a great idea.
Yeah. My own coin.
Your own coin.
Chop's coming along fantastic. I mean, we hit it right on. So now we're getting everything lining up and measuring and cutting and splicing. With the Mercury, you get the advantage of not having to chop the rear window. You can just lay it down. Perfect. So what we're doing is we can actually pull it back up, and we'll get the transition up the top where it flows. You know, it doesn't have any kind of weird angles in it. So, and relieving the middle is the only way to let this top come up a little bit. How about that? Looks pretty cool, huh? That's the advantage there, but there's a lot of stuff in the geometry and the pillars where you got to get all that stuff to flow nice again. We'll make a whole new piece, or not? Imagine if we just went like this. See the transition?
And just rough that other piece
Make a whole new piece. You know, we make all these little scrap pieces right here, and it's just going to be a pain in the ass for the body work. So what we're going to do is make this piece right here, take this template, trace it on the metal, and that'll keep Shorty from cussing at us too much body work. So that's where the work's going to come in. We'll wheel them out, an English wheel and the power hammer, whatever we need to do to get it some shape.
Once you take 3 inches out of it, everything changes. But Joey's got great vision for that stuff, and he knows just where to cut them, how much to lay them over, where to put the windows back.
Yeah, that's cool, man. We actually moved the window frame back towards the front of the car, so we got the filler panel right here we're going to make, and then we can remove all of our bracing.
Every time we get to cut something off that car, I smile a little bit bigger because it gets a better looking car, Like I said before, it looked like a June bug. Now it's starting to look like a car.
We need an expert like Papa to help us out in a situation like this.
No, we
Are
don't.
you sure?
Yeah.
Hey, Papa, you gonna knock this motor up in there?
Y'all mock it up.
Now the professionals gonna mock it up.
Y'all go ahead.
Tell us where you want it. Tell us
I'm
where you want
going down.
This is Bumper's department. He's got the touch.
it. No.
It's all teamwork here, and we're rocking and rolling. Don't worry, your time is coming.
Come on, Pop. Right there, put it in, Papa. You got it, Pop? Damn, man, you're good.
I'm the grandson of the Kung Fu master.
finished, it's time to get on the door frame and cut it up and make it fit. See, this is where it used to be. See, that's how much we chopped off the top. This is more or less where it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the center of it so we can move this over. And then whatever piece we have left here, we're going to reinsert it on the center section. That way we can extend the frame.
And we changed all those angles and all those dimensions, so that door frame's got to follow. It can't hit when it's open. It's got to lean in perfectly, and most importantly, it's got to seal, and it's got to have big gaps.
Hopefully I didn't cut too much. It looks good, Joe. Look, man. And then I'll cut the center of it. See this piece right here? The one I just cut off of there? It's going to have to go back in. Can see how far off it is? Damn. You see how this has got a little arch on it?
Yeah.
So instead of cutting it in the middle like we're going to, I can cut it right here where it has that little arch. You see what I'm saying? And I try to reuse that arch.
It's a lot of work goes into this, man.
A ton of work.
We haven't even got to the body
Well,
work.
the body work is I'm scared.
You're scared?
I'm scared, man.
No, you're the man.
That's right.
Literally the man.
Right there.
Well, hell, look at here's Billy. He been working on his rig or what? He sure has. I can't wait to see it.
I came out today bringing the new bike. It's a 39 flathead.
What'd you bring us, Billy? What'd you bring us, man?
The new one.
Look at Billy. Wait to see this thing, man.
The flathead.
Damn, man, looks good all put together, Billy.
It's getting there.
Damn, look at that.
That's a bad ride. We need to get it out for
When's the last time you saw a flathead with electric starter and a 5-speed?
You never have.
You're right, Billy. You're right. Well, let's get it out, Billy.
You never have.
It's really cool to see Billy's bike back again. We've been working on this bike in stages. We did all the metal fab, all the paint, body work and everything. So now Billy's to the point where he wants to get some pipes done and some handlebars. We just need to make pipes and bars. That's ready to go down the
I
road.
need to set that tank back on there.
Look at this paint, sure does.
Is that the one we just painted the other day?
Well, hell yeah, it is, sure does.
I mean, it looks great, man. It looks badass. So this is a real old motor, not a reproduction.
No, it's real. 1939. The motor on this bike's pretty rare. They only made 300 of them. And I just wanted something different because I have shovel heads and knuckle heads and pan heads, and I never had one. A lot of people told me I couldn't jam that in a 4-speed frame, but it fit.
Well, hell yeah. Bike's gonna be really cool. It's got a lot of really cool one-off features to it. Fender, tank, bars, everything's handmade on it. Well, let's roll it in, Billy. Let's make some bars, man.
Okay.
You're not gonna see another one like it, and showcases the love we have for bikes.
Sure, dog. ¿Qué pasó, güey?
No más.
No más. Aquí, nada. Así déjalo ahí. Porque como quiero le tengo que hacer body work aquí y le tengo que poner bondo, so que no hay problema.
See.
Well, the gaps aren't really looking too great on this Mercury. As you can see, we have pretty big gaps, pretty ugly.
That thing's got a gancho gap. You know, if the gaps aren't right, that's the first thing you see. One of the things on this car that was done so poorly is where the front clip had been welded on. It was a custom mod back in the day where everybody made a solid front clip on the car. But it's just poorly done. And in the process, you got these really weird, bad gaps.
And if you don't have any metal to work with for the gap, you have to add some. So that's basically what we're doing. I made my little filler piece out of a little piece of 14 gauge, and I'll take it up real nice. And when I get done with that, Shorty, he can come around here and put his little line on it wherever he wants it. Cut his little door gap exactly the way he wants it now. We got plenty of metal to work with.
You can see that that's all I'm cutting off, so I have to be really careful because then I'll mess up my gap and it'll be like this, and then I'll just struggle more in chewing it up if I don't take my time.
I showed the limited shades. When we put the hood on, or we're gonna have to add to the back of it.
Exactly.
All right, we'll make this a gapping party.
The gapping party is on
Gapping party's on me.
Let's get to work, man.
Where's lunch?
So Amanda and I are always on the hunt, looking for parts, projects, and pieces.
It's one of these driveways.
Today we took a lead from Cato. Is it Parker?
Ron Parker. He's a really great guy.
Let me show you around a little bit.
I'm all about
Check it all out.
Yeah.
This is a cool spot, man. When we're at these places, Mandy is like a radar.
Well, how many acres do you have here?
Nothing gets past her. Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Amanda. Nice to meet you. I scan the property at all times.
You said everything is for sale?
Pretty much.
I mean, I try to remain in eye contact with the person that's walking us around, but if you'll notice,
She's not making eye contact with you.
I'm on the hunt.
She's a predator.
Yeah, I like I said, I just can't pass up cool stuff.
Yeah.
And even if I don't need it, I just bring it home and set it out there in the
You got
yard
plenty of room to
somewhere.
put it somewhere.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, the pedal car.
Oh, yeah. The switch goes off. And like the squirrel that she is, shot past us about 30, 40 feet.
Well, that's still a little too small for you guys, isn't it?
Well, shorty.
So for shorty, yeah.
Every year at SEMA, Pater's put a project or some sort of piece into this auction. And then the items are auctioned off for a charity.
That's a 41 Lincoln Zephyr.
Wow.
For sale.
Maybe for you.
Shorty's really fond of pedal cars,
Yeah, we can pull it out here and take a look at it if you want.
and it's going to be the perfect project for the charity that we're going to auction it off to.
This thing, it's still got the original pinstriping. I'm gonna set it over here where we can see it.
Joe and Shorty are going to put their touch, and then we're going to donate it.
But this particular model is super rare. I've looked online for them. I haven't even been able to find one. Restored, I've seen them for thousands of dollars. Like this, could be worth $500, believe it or not.
So Ron knows what he's got. Ron knows it's rare.
How's 250 sound?
250.
They're worth about 500.
He could have started at a totally different price. 250. I mean, it's not.
That's a little more than
It's
what
not unfair, but it's just a little steep.
Well, you gotta start somewhere.
Would you do 150?
How about 175?
Okay.
Yeah, $25.
$25. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
75?
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Sweet.
Nice. Thanks, Ron.
I think he knows that we're probably going to be doing a lot of stuff together, so I think it was a fair exchange. Thanks.
Hey.
We'll be back.
Hey, come back, man. I
Oh,
got
I'm
some more
coming
stuff
back.
for you.
You got this.
I do have this. Thanks, guys. This is really cool.
A little more. Come on with it. Right there. It's like a treasure hunt.
Shorty's got issues.
Time to cut it. See what's in there.
We knew this mercury, once we sandblasted, it was going to be in pretty bad shape, but you don't know until you cut into it and start peeling the layers back. Really, what it is.
This is Papa Franken's thing right here.
That's El Diablo, though.
You know how you can tell that it's a very, very old repair? This is brass. See this right here? I remember when people used to weld with a torch and a coat hanger.
You cut it away, and you just keep seeing all the fantastic work that's been done over the years. Somebody shot it with a shotgun back here, sure. Looks like somebody, took a Tommy gun and. But what it is the old body guys would drill holes in it, and then they run their screw in there, and they use their slide hammer and pull the dent out. But the dumbasses are too lazy to go back and weld the holes up. It's bad work.
Yeah, there's no shortage of issues. Look at this.
I found this dirt in the 50 mark El Diablo. That's dirt from hell.
Yeah, it actually makes you feel a little better about yourself.
But you can look through the rocker and see the tire.
Because I don't even remember doing work that bad when I first started.
It's an ugly scene, man.
Yeah, sort of.
Scorecard's even right now, short of.
Make sure I start on every round.
Yeah. Be about round 7 now.
Where you want, Short Dog? Right there. Walk it down, dog. Which way you want to go? What we got is a big old hole.
The mercury is turned into a can of worms.
Like the cherry red light. The worst part is from the door to the end of the quarter.
Oh, man. Yeah, you cut into the outer rocker, and then the inner rocker's rotted. So we're just having to dress it all, getting all that stuff out, cut out, reform it, because we can't buy it, really.
Well, as you can see here, Shorty's got the new bottom rocker panel made. He's got it all tacked in place, and I'm going to come behind him here and take it up real nice. And we get this one structurally sound. We got a little bit more repair to do right here, as you can see. It's kind of just like one step at a time. You get one stable, then you move over to the next one.
Right here, bro.
look at it, Billy, see what you think.
Watch this.
You're going to want to narrow.
Watch this one. I took a little bit. It's a little loose.
We got my buddy Billy's bike coming along really well, and we're making bars for it.
Here. Time you get a seat.
That's comfortable.
You're not stretching out.
Nah.
If we pull them in a little bit,
Let's go bend this, man.
we're going to 115.
Hell yeah, Billy. So, everything's kind of handmade on these things, so, a lot of just trial and error as we go. Stepping back and looking at it. Yeah, it's bad to the bone, man. Cut a little more, bend a little more, tack, That's what's so cool about these choppers, it's not a store-bought piece. We didn't go buy this. We're making it. You can come this way with it too, Billy, like so.
Okay.
Just like that right there, man. So it's hand-tailored to fit exactly what you want.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Bars are a key component to how this thing feels and looks. It's got to look cool, and it's got to be comfortable.
That's old school, Joe.
You sit and stare at that thing for 90 hours.
Billy's always doing something really cool and pretty much lets us run with it, do what we want to do, and we collaborate the ideas and, wish all the customers were like this, and it'd make life that much more fun.
This car really needs a lot of help. Needs tons of help. It's almost every inch of this thing's gonna have to be squared up, straightened out, banged on, slapped around. You name it, we're gonna do it. As you can see, this bottom plane right here on this thing is in really, really bad shape.
We got everybody tag teaming the Mercury because the Mercury's got a lot of stuff to do. It's just got tons of metal work and tons of fab work. So I got Mike and Joel working on some bumpers.
We got the factory bumper up here with the factory brackets, and of course with the new frame, the factory brackets are way too wide. So what we're gonna have to do is build some new brackets.
Just like that, brother. Here we go.
I'll shrink the inner side,
That's a curve right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's an in and out and in.
What we're going to do is we're going to put flush skirts on here. Instead of them goofy ones that overlap from the 80s, we just want the gaps to be real nice. So we're just going to recreate a new edge right here.
So I took it upon myself to get metal lessons. I do work with one of the best metal guys in the world, so. So we end up having to remove a section of the rear piece of the apron on the back of the 50 Merc, and we're recreating it right now with the new piece.
Now we're going to use the planishing hammer on it. It's like a mini power hammer.
Oh, okay.
But planishing is smoothing. Get comfortable where you're in a comfortable spot where you go like this. You don't want to be frightening.
The reason we remade this around the wheel well is because we wanted a sharper angle. The quarter panel originally had a swooping curve. This one is more sharp, like this and like that. Because when we put our fender skirt on, we want a really nice gap.
We're going to put an edge on our fender skirt. That's for strength and to look cool too. It might be the Huckleberry there, man. But Mercury's come a long way. It was definitely a can of worms. Barrels of worms, Shorty says. The car is going to be really nice now. That's cold-blooded, man.
You're on fire up there.
Are we?
You call that a fire?
Yeah, he's calling that a fire.
This is El Diablo. Let it breathe fire.
Well, this car, I had my doubts when we started. But now that we've chopped the top and we got some skirts and we're getting the tail lights in and we're getting the front end dialed in a little bit, it's coming around.
When the Mercury came in, it had 59 Cadillac taillights. It's just an old styling trick. Times have changed. So we got these old cat eye styles, so we actually kind of French them into the body a little bit.
It's a hell of a lot better than these big badonks that were in there. That homeboy got two black eyes.
See, so we uncovered where the handle was.
had automatic door poppers on it before, which eliminates the door handle.
Cold-blooded.
Well, I'm cold-blooded. Kind of a pain in the ass, so we're going to use the Kindig handles.
What I like about these door handles is that they're trouble-free and they're just going to blend right in and basically become invisible.
All right, well, let's start with these, Billy. We'll take the show. Billy, I need this piece, and I need this. We're fitting the pipes on Billy's flathead here, and it's one of the last little details we got to do. We got the bars fitted up, and now we got to figure out how these pipes are going to route.
Yeah, the more we stay away from that brake pedal, the better.
I mean, you're gonna be straight gumming, but you the magician.
Billy, look here, man. Let's see there, Billy.
Yeah.
Kind of tricky because we got oil lines. We can't rest on that. We got the generator. We can't get that hot. We can't get the paint hot on the frame.
Can't go there. It hits you right here.
Yeah. It's just a lot of geometry to get around, and we don't want to cook anything. We don't want to burn anything. Right there, man. Don't move. Ready? Got to look cool, and it's got to function good too. Two very important elements we're trying to achieve here.
You got the pedal?
Yep.
All right, hit it.
Okay. Now get you a look at that, Billy.
That's it, Mike.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Billy.
That's a huckleberry, Joe.
What Mike say, pipes in 3 hours?
Pipes and thread. Joe's out of practice. Use pipes in about an hour.
You're ready.
Let's try it, man. Wait, we got too far. It's like butter, like mantequilla.
Mantequilla?
Well, they're up.
You get a lot of pleasure out of the world.
I get a lot. Oh, man.
My part is almost done. According to Shorty, I mean, he don't want my help doing body work, and we're almost done with the metal work. We're down to making a little bit of window trim, cutting it down, and basically it'll be ready to go off to mud. And when I say go off to mud, I mean go off to mud.
Boom. Come on, Joel, get in it, man. Break in. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get it.
Let's go in, Bernie.
See what's happening?
Oh, some magic colors.
Okay.
So Bernie and his buddy stopped by today. He's trying to decide about the outside color. Guess what? It's gonna be black. So that's that initial one. We had said, hey, it's got too much orange in it.
Right.
So we're going black, and now we got to figure out what we're gonna do on the inside. Because obviously we got a black car. We don't look like a damn pumpkin.
Right. We did it by phone and email and text, but we want to see the real samples. That's a little too dark. That's off. That's purple. Do you have something like an espresso?
Here we are.
I like that.
And then on the stitching, did you want to put any design in the insert, or do you want to leave it
Diamond.
plain?
The wife, she likes the diamond. I know it.
I love your wife.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna love her after I have to stitch all these diamonds. He wants them in the seat, wants them in the door, wants them in the headliner. The size of a roof on a Mercury is massive. And so to stitch all that up is a nightmare. And to keep it all straight, it's even harder.
I can't believe the body's off this car.
I can't believe it, sure enough.
We're at a point now in this Mercury, we finally got all the fab work done, and we're fixing to separate the body from the frame.
That's good, Brian.
With all the cuts and bruises and slaps and hits, this thing's finally coming apart and going to the body shop.
One more step for mankind.
I feel like we've been to the moon, Shorty, with all the craters in this car.
Wait a minute.
Good man.
Y'all take it easy.
Hey, you about to lose that GoPro.
The body on the 50 mark, unfortunately, needed a lot of patching. Having said that, I think it came out really good. Now, it's time to cover up all the Frankenstein scars on it. And believe me, that's going to be quite the process. Just go around the car on the bottom panels, make sure those are good. These guys are making this car look good. Car's going to be in primer, like magic. Hey, Joe, I got a package for you.
you wish, Papa. Yeah, we get a lot of gifts from, fans or people that stop by and, cool little things.
Oh, damn. What is that? It's candy in the bottle.
This is Airsoft Uzi. Well, here, Papa. Let's go set up a target.
Yeah, let's go try it out.
Get some air for me, Papa?
Yeah, I've got the hose for it. Hold on.
Get some of that cactus, Papa. There's, all kinds of ways we can think to use that thing. Kind of a motivator for the guys. Shoot them in the butt. Just imagine the loads of fun we can have with Papa with this thing.
I just heard the sound, bro. I just heard the sound.
You ready, Papa?
Now go ahead and shoot it.
Let's see what this thing's made of.
This Mercury definitely had a ton of body work. With all the metal work that we did to it. You sand your bondo down. Once it's all straight, you put your feather fill on. If that's all nice and straight, then you go back with primer. Then you go back and block that. But once you get done with that, then you re-prime it again. Each one of these steps can take weeks. Not days, but weeks. It's getting there.
That feels pretty good.
Not only did we have a ton of work on this car to begin with, but then Bernie decides to go black. We're working on this car, right? We're working on it, and it's like, you put the brakes on. Then you're working, if you know what I mean.
Shorty's, thinking time-wise, and then he gets into it, and he gets into it more, and he starts to enjoy it, and then he gets passionate about it. And then he really starts taking his time and doing it right.
Because you know what? I don't want to disappoint Bernie.
Doing it like it's his own.
Bernie looks like a tough dude. We get this roof knocked out, it's downhill from there.
Yeah. I got all the suspension brake lines ran, the rear built. Me and Mike's about to set the motor and trans in it.
We're going to put the heartbeat back in it now. Bring this thing back to life. Oh, look at that deal. Damn, it's bad.
It'll be tricky.
That's old school right there.
It's old school, but with all modern inside. You have to look real close and make sure it's an LS.
Mission Control, Mercury is ready for descent. 10, 9, 8. So the Mercury's finally in the booth, and it's time to get some color on. 2, 1. Bernie's dead set on black.
May the force be with you.
But you know what? We have to put something in there. We have to do our own thing.
Here we go, brother.
So we decided to put a little bling in it. What it does, it just highlights the body lines on the car real nice. It's got a little spice to it.
Damn, look at that car, man. So to get to this stage, this is hours and hours and hours of nasty, hard work. All the body work. It's physical labor. There's no other way to do it. You can only do this by hand.
And I gotta say that it was well worth taking extra time. The panels look great. I think the car's gonna look awesome.
The guy spent a lot of time on the body of this car, and it shows.
You ready, Short Dog?
Roll it. Yeah, now that we have it painted, we can get the body put on the frame and start making it look like a car.
That's good. I always get nervous. It's gotta be done, so ain't no sense in staying nervous. Might as well do it. And we're looking good so far, so it's tight, man. It's tight. Yes. Yeah, go slowly, just like you were doing. Come on down, Mike. Yeah. Right there, man.
Look at this. It's come a long way, Short Dog. Well, man, these things are on here, Mike. These pipes are ready to go. We just got our pipes back from Victor for this 39 UL of Billy's. And we got to put on this motor, and it looks fantastic.
Those are straight bad,
Crazy, man.
right? I've never seen one that comes around that down too, ever.
It was a tricky set to make because we had to go around this frame leg right here. Victor did an excellent job on it, and everything's mounted up, and man, it looks wicked on this bike. So hopefully Billy will feel the same way.
This is always the fun part.
In the sun. You know, when you get it outside in the sun, especially when you have metal flake paint, you know, candy orange and black, and you got chrome.
When you put it in the sun, you know you're done.
Yeah, that's kind of payoff, really.
Park it somewhere, Billy, before you just sit there and drool over your stuff. You know what I mean?
Look at that paint.
Man. When you get tired of that, Billy, you can call me, and I'll come get it.
Joe had a good idea coming around that frame rail like that. I think the pipes came out awesome. They're beautiful.
Almost looks like a factory piece, really.
It does.
It's one of those bikes where every angle you look at, it's got a cool factor to it.
No bad angles. 39, man.
They didn't even know what hydraulics were, I don't think.
Nah. Man, we need to put some miles on that thing, Billy. As soon as you get through staring at the shininess of it.
There's 3 shows we want to take it to, and I'm anxious to do that. We get done with the show and then get it fired up.
Yeah.
We want to show this California boys how it's done in Texas.
Then we get to ride it, right, Billy?
Yeah. You heard that, Joe?
Yeah, I heard it.
Billy loves it, his wife loves it, everybody's happy, so, you know, look like a bunch of kids out there with a new toy.
I'm working on the 50 Merc right now. Just got finished sewing up the first insert. Bernie wanted diamonds, but he wanted double diamonds. It'll look killer. It's just a little bit extra work. Not physical work, maybe more mental than physical. See, these right here are the diamonds. I'm going to end up on the points right here. The same with this one. That way when I sew it. Love diamonds.
We got it wired up, brother.
But you're the right man for it.
Got it wired up, and
Don't say it, Joel.
get rid of it.
Don't say it. We're down to the last little push on this Merc. We're getting real close to the end of it.
We're punching through, you know, just going through the list, make sure we don't miss anything. Brian's wiring up the plug wires right now. I'm just going over everything else, trying to make sure we don't miss anything. We just want to make sure we get it up, get the bottles going, make sure we got good charge. So once we get the engine stable, old Bernie be ready for some burnouts.
So Bernie's coming in tomorrow, and you know it's the eve of the reveal. As always, we're putting the final touches on the car.
So Jay should have 2 inlets of blues.
Dark or light?
Dark.
Hoping that we've executed his dream project in a way that he's pleased.
Yeah, this car had a lot of work, so we're gonna have to do whatever it takes to stay here tonight and get this car finished for him.
Dude, hopefully it all works out.
I think we're gonna be cutting it close with just a few seconds to spare.
Mike, are you done yet?
Look at him.
Let's roll, Pinchy.
You start putting those pieces together, and it starts coming back to life, man.
Oh, yeah. Man, this is nice, Pinchy.
That's what motivates you through nights like this when you're working till 2 or 3 in the morning. There it is, man.
We're in left lane.
It's incredible the amount of work we get done when we put our heads together.
Damn, man. Look at that, Mike.
It's that much closer from going out the door, sure does. That makes me smile.
When you have a team like we got, it gets knocked out. Boom, boom, boom.
The wheels that were picked up for it, the stance on it again, you know, not to mention the paint job. I mean, this thing's gonna look killer. Oh, this badass trim right here. As long as it keeps cooperating, and we'll keep, you know, smacking it down and putting more parts on it and getting it done.
I can't wait to hear this thing start, because that's my cue to get in and get down the road.
Back to the... Those are the best looking ones, Joel, when they're leaving.
This is what we work for, to see these cars finished up. You know, glowing in the sun. That's a big payoff. The car seems to be running great. The guys did a great job buttoning the thing up. Man, I couldn't be happier.
All the special touches that were done to this car is something to be proud of. I'm sure that Bernie and Deb will treat it right. So much for a test drive with Bernie. Joe has a rule. We don't drive nice cars in the rain around here, and this Mercury was no exception.
I guess we can bring it back in and clean it up a little bit and show Bernie inside here.
That's our only option at this point.
Bernie's on his way here. That way you can see it. And drill all over the car, man. Look at that right there.
The Miracle Merc.
The Miracle Merc. All right, come on.
So Bernie's nervous.
Oh, I'm very nervous.
Bernie's nervous.
Wow.
You still nervous?
Wow, no, it all left me. Now I'm looking at the cool. Wow.
It's the definition of cool.
Wow.
That's what I like about, when you deliver a car to a customer. It's where they could just say, look at the car and just wow.
Oh, man. Honey, I wish you were here. Yeah. Good job there, Cato.
Thank you, Bernie.
Remember all these details we did? Oh, I know. Look at the bumper, man. The car looks fantastic considering what it looked like before.
You don't like that trim that's on this car?
We ended up obviously blasting the car, and then of course there's rock. Every centimeter of that car had to be touched. They were chopping it.
Holy chop top.
Look down
I can see
inside.
it. I'm duly impressed. When you look at the vehicle, it just looks badass. It looks sleek. State of the art.
Sure, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah.
Man, that's nice.
Well, we built a little cover, we covered the condenser, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it conceals a lot of stuff.
I mean, that's top shelf.
This thing has gone from being in the outhouse to the penthouse. It's gone from sad to bad, and I mean that in a good way.
Let me put my sunglasses on.
Oh, you're going to ride cool, huh, Bernie?
Well, you have to.
Let's see him.
You have to. I've always had a thing for 50 Mercs. Got the high shifter.
Oh, man.
Costume and everything. Look at it.
It's been a dream, and it's exceeded all my expectations. It's okay, honey. I'll be home in a while. I'm so self-conscious.
Would you stop?
Okay, are we ready to roll? I'm going to do my best impression of Bernie when he walked in. Yo, this car is amazing.
My name's Bernie Vujicic, and this is my lovely wife, Deborah Vujicic. Isn't beautiful? I spent enough money on it.
I love the interior. I love the paint.
You happy?
Just living the dream, babe.
बोलिए नाथों की नाथ की
sure don't.
The Mercury's come a long way.
Holy chop top.
It was definitely a can of worms.
It's not shortest of issues. Look at this.
That's dirt from hell. Now the real work begins.
So it's like a little puzzle. We have to cut and move everything. I ain't even playing, Shoto. You know I ain't playing.
Give it a look, God.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Cold-blooded.
Well, I'm cold-blooded. Almost every inch of this thing's gonna have to be squared up, straightened out, banged on, slapped around. You name it, we're gonna do it.
Now it's starting to look like a car.
That's cold-blooded, man. I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
So let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection. Doing good. You're good.
Nice.
We got a good customer, Bernie, that brought us this 15 Mercury. It's in need of a major overhaul.
Black Beauty.
This thing's got bad styling, bad mods, bad work done over the years.
You don't like that trim that's on this car?
Shorty, how you say no in Spanish, man?
No.
No. Basically, had to just strip this down to bare metal, and we're modernizing it from the ground up.
Black Beauty, no more.
Unfortunately, we uncovered a lot of rust when we sandblasted this car.
You got a little bit of mess on it. Oh my God.
And it's got to be addressed. It's got to be fixed.
Yeah, it's all running up, man.
This car has definitely been a struggle.
Just took off a layer of skin, son.
We've added a trick new modern frame to this thing. In order to do that, we had to cut the floors out. Got rid of a lot of layers of ugly.
There ain't no turning back now, Shoto.
The biggest modification on this project was the top shot.
Holy chop top.
Now the real work begins.
Right now, Shoto.
Progress has been coming along great. Well, I'll tell you one thing, we chopped the ugly out of that son of a bitch.